Hey everybody, Kurt Warner here. Ever since retiring from the NFL, I've wanted to use my knowledge and expertise to impact the future of our game. So I created QBConfidential.com to build better players, smarter coaches, and more informed fans. If you want to increase your football IQ, learn quarterback technique, build a playbook, go inside the film room, or develop the mindset of a champion, QBConfidential.com is perfect for you. That's QBConfidential.com. Join the team today.
For a limited time, save 40% on an annual NFL Plus subscription and lock in next season. Stay connected throughout the offseason with 24/7 football news and coverage on NFL Network, and get access to live, local, and primetime games on mobile throughout the regular and postseason. And with NFL Plus Premium, relive your favorite moments from the 2025 season with game replays. Get NFL Pro and watch NFL Red Zone during the regular season. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com/radio. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the Super Bowl. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions. Let's tell you how they got there here in Santa Clara at Levi's Stadium today. They got the first possession of the game, went downfield, and got a Jason Myers 33-yard field goal on their opening possession for a 3-0 lead. And then, right when the defense came out onto the field, they forced Drake May into uncomfortable situations, including a sack and a blitz that forced an incomplete pass and a punt. That was the first of punts on 8 of 9 possessions for the New England Patriots to begin the game. How much did they set the tone right there?
Well, they rattled Drake May. They made him think about everything but the play and the routes downfield, and it lasted until about that fourth quarter.
He was sacked later on in the first quarter. The second, it would be 6 before it was done. The Patriots held to 39 total yards in the first quarter and a 3-0 Seattle lead. On the opening drive of the second quarter, once again, the Seahawks got it going. This time it was with Kenneth Walker. Back-to-back runs of 30 and 29 yards to help set up another field goal from Jason Myers. A 39-yarder made it a 6-0 game. Now, earlier in that moment, Christian Gonzalez saved a ball on a deep ball, first down, made a tremendous play on what could have been a touchdown. Pin that into the back of your mind for just a bit. While the Patriots were punting, there was another opportunity that came for the Seahawks late in the first half, dealing with a 6-0 lead. They took over at their own 43-yard line with 2:50 to go in the half, and on a couple of runs, got it close enough to make a throw toward the end zone before halftime.
Hawani the back. With the Seattle quarterback in the shotgun formation, Sam Darnold at the 23 in New England, 3rd down and 3 on the defensive line. Looks into the nickel, shotgun snap, 4-man rush. Cox's right arm, line drive down the middle, broken up at the goal line, knocking it away from Smith-Njigba. What a diving ricochet! Christian Gonzalez with his second big first half defensive play. Incomplete pass.
Now that made it not a field goal, I should say not a touchdown, but a field goal. Jason Myers hitting from 41 yards out with 11 seconds to go in the first half, and it was a 9-0 game. Frustrating first half and really game in a lot of ways for Jackson Smith-Njigba. Big first half for Kenneth Walker, the biggest by a running back since Timmy Smith back in Super Bowl 22. Did Seattle have a feeling at this point that even though they were dominating the game, they had not scored enough points with that dominance?
They were happy to score the points and were willing to let that be the result of a drive and to continue each and every opportunity they get to push the score to where it eventually was. So it's not just that they had field goals. They were willing to let that be success early in the game.
It's the 5th Super Bowl without a first-half touchdown, the first in Super Bowl 53. New England just 51 total yards in that first half, and their woes continued into the second half. Once again, Seattle, after a 3-and-out, got the ball, marched downfield, and on a 10-play, 69-yard drive, ended with a field goal again. Jason Myers, a 41-yarder, to stretch the game to 12-0. Meanwhile, not a whole lot happening on the New England side of things, but when they got the ball late in the third quarter, they finally got their first down of the second half. It came on a Witherspoon defensive holding call that gave them the first down. But on the very next play, New England proved that offensively tonight they could not deal with prosperity.
In the gun, Drake May, 3rd down 5. He's at his Patriots 44. Running back to his side, Stevenson. Arms outstretched, four-man rush. Here's the snap. He moves up. He fumbled the ball, and Seattle's recovered. He was hit. The ball crowbarred free. It's a fumble by the Patriot quarterback, and Seattle has recovered at the 37 of New England. First turnover of the game in Super Bowl 60.
So important for a team, a young quarterback, to take care of the ball, and that was the first of three that really affected the outcome of the game.
And it was another thing to add to his list of things I got to do better. So after the first drive, after the second, I mean, the whole game he's coming back and adding things to the plate that he had to fix in Drake May, and he was not able to do it in time.
So Seattle, with a 12-0 lead, went to the fourth quarter needing 37 yards to get it into the end zone. Cooper Kupp converted a third down to the New England 16, and on the next play, Darnold went another way.
Patriots 16, Seattle first and 10, leading 12-0. Darnold under center, 5 on the defensive line. He gets the snap, turns right, fakes the handoff. Here comes the blitz. There goes the throw, end zone. Caught, touchdown! Caught, touchdown, Barner! The tight end, over the shoulder catch in the corner of the end zone. And we've got our first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. And the Seahawks extend their lead early in the fourth, 18-0.
Myers' extra point was good, so a 19-0 game with 13.5 minutes to go. And at this point, pure desperation time for the New England Patriots. They suddenly found a little bit of offense.
Here goes May on first and 10, heaving it long, throws, caught, touchdown, far side. Grabbed on that far side by Matt Hollins, and over-the-shoulder catch at the pylon far side of the end zone. A 35-yard strike. Our second touchdown of Super Bowl 60, and the first tonight by New England.
It was back-to-back completions to Mac Hollins, a 35-yarder, and then that 24-yarder. Extra point was good, so at 19-7, Ryan, we still had somewhat of a game.
And you were thinking, are the Patriots going to do it again? Another come-from-behind victory in the playoffs? And then,
after holding and forcing a Seattle punt, New England took over with a lot of time left in the game, 10:40 to go. They got a Ramondre Stevenson reception for a first down and a Drake May scramble for a first down. And then on the next play, the problems came back.
He's at his own 44. The New England quarterback, second down and 3 in the gun, winds up long pass down the middle. It's intercepted at the 30-yard line. Coming up the middle of the 40 with the return right here. Now it's Julian Love, and he's out of bounds on the near sideline, going into Patriot territory, and he's knocked out of bounds about the 32. It's the second turnover by the second-year Patriot quarterback Drake May. And another great start for Seattle deep in Patriot territory here in Super Bowl 60.
36 yards on the interception return. Drake May had been taken to throwing deep balls, putting him out there, maybe jump balls or throwing prayers downfield into that breeze. And in this case, he had a receiver go one way, his pass went the other.
And the defensive backs are all looking for the football at this point because of the big lead, because of the time in the fourth quarter. They knew that the ball was going to get in the air, and Notre Dame graduate Julian Love getting that interception.
Imagine you getting that in. So, after taking over at the New England 38, they did get a first down to the Seahawks, but the drive stalled. Jason Myers hit a 26-yard field goal. Super Bowl record 5 field goals in the game for Jason Myers. That made it a 22-7 game, so still a 2-score game. The real breaking point came on the very next drive, and that's when the dark side came after Drake May. A sack by Murphy was a 4-yard loss, and even though they managed to get a first down, May was feeling pressure once again. It was time for the Wrangler highlight of the game.
The clock is ticking at 4:38, and they trail 22-7. Shotgun snap, 44 Seattle. He's hit as he drops back. The ball free, picked up by Nwosu. Running down the side, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! It's picked off and a touchdown! Seattle has scored on another turnover. And that will seal it seems, right now for the Seahawks in Super Bowl 60.
That is the highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. Here's to the early risers, the go-getters. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim styles to kickstart your day. Wrangler, for the ride of life. It was originally called a sack and a fumble. It was turned into an interception return for a touchdown, but at 29-7, Ryan, that was pretty much all she wrote.
And it was the most ridiculous play. It was a bang-bang interception, a total team defense performance on that play, and absolutely with the time running out, that was the nail in the coffin, as they say.
New England got the ball back. They did get it downfield and put together an 8-play, 65-yard drive. Ramondre Stevenson making a great catch off the edge of the turf for a 7-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good, though, and at 29-13, New England then had to try an onside kick, which Seattle recovered. They couldn't run out all the clock, so Drake May had the ball in his hands, desperately trying to score again as time was running out.
It's 3rd and 1. Here's a shotgun snap to May and a sidearm delivery. Got it to his running back, Henderson, who takes it by midfield, down the near sideline, 40, down the near sideline, 35, tackled at the 30. The clock is ticking, 2, 1, and that's it. And the Seattle Seahawks have won Super Bowl 60 in pretty dominating fashion. 29-13, they win their second Vince Lombardi trophy in a win over the New England Patriots. And Mike Macdonald, the Seahawks head coach, becomes the 3rd youngest head coach to ever win a Super Bowl. And tonight, with the confetti flying, wins Super Bowl 60 here in Santa Clara.
Was it payback for Super Bowl 49? Probably not. I'm not sure that the folks in Seattle are ever going to forget not giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch in Phoenix, but pretty good for right now.
Well, it's a fantastic feeling for the players, the fan base, the front office, and it's earned, not given. You only win on purpose, and tonight the Seahawks did everything on purpose from the first quarter to the last.
All right, Ryan, for a game that didn't see many extended drives, you've got a little work to do here right now. Time for the Drive of the Game, sponsored by GoodRx. Save time and money on prescriptions. Check GoodRx at GoodRx.com or download the free GoodRx app.
Well, the prescription came right in time. A touchdown that was a 5-play, 37-yard touchdown drive, ending with Sam Darnold's first ever Super Bowl touchdown pass to A.J. Barner, and that was a phenomenal throw at that time in the game. And that, when you look back now, and everybody looks at this game in its totality, that was the moment when this game started to get out of hand in terms of Seattle dominating in every single phase.
Sam Darnold finished with 202 yards passing, a touchdown, but the biggest number of all is the goose egg over in the turnover column, which he had through the entire of the postseason.
And I want everybody to take something from Sam Darnold's performance. People will be wrong about you all the time. Do the work, do the little things, make the decisions to improve, do that work to back it up, and learn from your mistakes. That's one thing he said at the end of the game. I learned from my mistakes. A lot of us don't like to do that, but when you do, you just might become a Super Bowl champion.
And Drake May, the numbers are misleading. 295 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, but 3 turnovers, all on interceptions, as the Seattle Seahawks win it by a score of 29-13. We'll continue with more of the postgame show from Santa Clara, but first, let's give our local stations a chance for a message. This is Westwood One's coverage of the Super Bowl.
You say you'll never join the Navy.
That you never track storms brewing in the Atlantic. And skydiving could never be part of your commute. You'd never climb Mount Fuji on a port visit.
Or fly so fast you break the sound barrier.
Joining the Navy sounds crazy. Saying never actually is. Start your journey at Navy.com. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Something that's probably true is that your grandma probably has AAA, and that your grandma is pretty cool. So be cool like your grandma and get AAA. AAA is great if you have new family and want that peace of mind, like if you get stuck on the side of the road or need great insurance rates. But with a young family, you might really love our discounts on childcare, which can save you thousands, which is a no-brainer when you consider AAA is only $75 a year to start. Become a member today. Go to AAAWA.com/join today.
Look at him, eating whatever he wants, never gaining a pound. Well, I'm stuck with the boring special and can't lose an ounce.
How's your lunch, man?
Amazing. Yours?
So good.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Cool, buddy.
Weight loss isn't fair, but Mochi Health is. The affordable GLP-1 source that can fix your frustration with food.
So, same time next week?
No!
Definitely.
And your friends. Learn more at joinmochi.com. Mochi members have access to licensed physicians and nutritionists. Results may vary.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I opened a restaurant and needed everything. Menus, signage, catering brochures.
Everything and then some.
I went to Staples. They printed it all and even suggested takeout menus.
One money pit with a side of fries.
But now at Staples, you get up to $125 off custom print orders.
$125 off. Now you're cooking. Brand your business in a big way at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in store, online, or in the app by 4/4 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Welcome back to Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 60 from the Progressive Commercial Insurance set, along with Super Bowl 50 champion Ryan Harris. I'm Scott Graham. Progressive Commercial Insurance protects small businesses with affordable coverage options. Quote today at progressivecommercial.com. 29-13, the Seahawks win their second Super Bowl championship, beating the New England Patriots. A few moments ago, Kurt Warner caught up with Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel.
Coach, I know these moments are tough. Appreciate a few minutes. Your offense struggled tonight. What was it that Seattle's defense was doing that was giving you guys so much trouble?
Well, again, we just couldn't get in any rhythm, and we talked about being really good on early in the drive, just to create some more opportunities. And when we were, then we kind of, we gained some yards, and then we went backwards, and we never really got into a rhythm. And our defense, did enough to kind of keep it close. And certainly when you get into those passing downs and those long third down situations, you can't, you got to be good to not put the ball in jeopardy. And we turned it over, and then we competed and tried to come back there late, just not enough.
Your young quarterback has been fabulous this year. Struggled a little bit tonight. What'd you say to him after the game?
Well, again, we can put this on Drake, but that's not what any of us are going to do. And this is a total team effort, and certainly offensively, it comes down to starting with the call. Like, I just put this on everybody. It starts with the call and what we're doing, and then the offensive line. And then, obviously we have to be able to run the football. We got to be able to stay balanced. And then, when we do have time, we got to be able to find the guys that are open. And so, again, this is always on everybody, and I'll never do it any other way. And Drake's been really, really good for us. And offensively, we had a great season. We ran into some good defenses, and we didn't play well enough.
I know it's hard to put in perspective, but 4 wins last year in the Super Bowl this year. What was your final message to the team tonight?
We're 307 days into this program and this relationship, and we got a long way to go, and we're going to keep building it. Part of our identity has to be not being a front runner, and that would include right now. And we have to be able to find ways to enjoy the season, but also be disappointed in where we finished. And we have, it's okay to be upset. But we got to be upset together.
Did a tremendous job. Thanks for the time, Coach.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You've got to think the way Mike Vrabel turned this team, not just in wins and losses this year, but in terms of attitude, in terms of the way they carried himself, that this is going to be a head coach, and if you're a Patriots fan, you would hope a group of players that's very well equipped to handle with tonight's disappointment, to use it as something to build on moving into next year. Once again, the final score, Seahawks 29, Patriots 13. Up next, we will rejoin Kevin and Kurt. This is Westwood One's coverage of the Super Bowl.
A Mochi moment from Sadie, who writes, "I'm not crying, you're crying. This is what I said during my first appointment with my physician at Mochi, because I didn't have to convince him I needed a GLP-1. He understood, and I felt supported, not judged. I came for the weight loss and stayed for the empathy. Thanks, Sadie." I'm Myra Ahmed, founder of Mochi Health. To find your Mochi moment, visit joinmochi.com.
Sadie is a Mochi member compensated for her story.
Hi, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let them know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
With VerboCare, help is always ready, before, during, and after your stay. We've planned for the plot twists, so support is always available. Because a great trip starts with peace of mind.
Everyone offers free phones. We do too. But at T-Mobile, you can unlock savings that are built to last. With T-Mobile's Better Value Plan, you can save over $1,000 a year versus Verizon and AT&T. Save on streaming, satellite, and more benefits that they leave out. What do you think, Drewski?
Think switching to T-Mobile's a whole complicated thing? Nah, it's easy. Now I get all the VIP perks.
Start saving from day one. And for a limited time, get T-Mobile's Better Value Plan.
Stay chillin', just switching.
Check the math at T-Mobile.com/bettervalue.
This is a 60-second radio ad about Grasshopper, the virtual phone system for entrepreneurs. Now, typically, we'd use that much time to list each and every feature, like how it's just an app that adds a business line to your personal phone, or how it keeps your work calls separate from your personal life. We could go on and on about how easy it is to set up, or about how much money you'll save, but nah. Grasshopper is simple, so we're going to keep this ad simple. Grasshopper works. It'll work for your business too. Well, yeah, it looks like we still have some time left in this ad. There's nothing on the back, is there? Nope. Okay. Yeah. So, do we need to finish the rest of the 60? We do. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, look, Grasshopper made this product so simple, I literally ran out of copy. Try it free today at grasshopper.com.
Back at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, there's still confetti on the ground. There are still some stragglers who are celebrating on the field. It'll be a while before all of that is said and done. Scott Graham with you here from our booth. We'll take you down one level to the front row and rejoin Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner, guys.
I thought you were in an expansive studio. You've been back there the whole night. Did anybody know that?
Hi,
I
Kev.
didn't know that. Yeah, look
Hey,
around,
how
there
are
he
you?
is. How are you, Scott?
Your eyes on the field. I understand that.
Locked in and
focused.
You have no idea what's going on around you. Back there, but what a great job by both you and Ryan tonight. And we loved having Gene here and Kurt Warner, and we've had a little time here to digest what's gone on. The Kenneth Walker MVP is a no-brainer. Second player in Super Bowl history with 135 rushing yards, 25 receiving yards. Thurman Thomas was in that category. The Patriot defense had allowed 71 yards rushing in the first three playoff games, and Walker tonight had 135. He was dominant. This is all part of our statistics, the final numbers, sponsored by Sleep Number. Save on personalized comfort during Sleep Number's President's Day sale. Their best deals are right now. Limited time only at a Sleep Number store near you. SleepNumber.com. I mean, he was terrific. When you can run the ball and play defense the way the Seahawks did tonight, Kurt, it gets pretty elementary, doesn't it?
It does. It makes everything easier. I mean, you can control the clock. You got the big plays in the run game. Setting up the points. You didn't have to put a lot on your quarterback to have to drop back and make throw after throw. And then, like you said, the defense was just dominant. Coach Vrabel, talking to him, there just wasn't a whole lot going on down the field. There wasn't a whole lot of opportunities, pressure around Drake May all night long. When he made a mistake, they were there to capitalize on it. But just a complete win. I thought everybody did their part, made the plays that they needed to make, and it's why they're Super Bowl champs.
Time now to select our defensive player of the game, sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. So we know that Seattle had the 6 sacks. They had